How you guys doing? I just want to speak on a topic that I see online all the time, particularly with females. I'm going to touch that side as I don't know the other side, being a male. But I'm going to tell you why I believe, at least, women can't find a good man these days in 2015. Now, let's start from the past. Now, all these women today who claim men ain't ish and they're no good, they're cheaters, they're liars, they're conniving. Guess what? It was just as bad 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 years ago. Only difference was you guys were expected to tolerate it. A guy would get married, have 2, 3 mistresses, get drunk every night, come home at any hour, and do what he wanted. And you guys would say, "Oh, how was your day, dear?" and just go in the kitchen and make dinner. But since the feminist movement and all that, you guys don't have to put up with that no more. And it's good. You shouldn't have to put up with that anymore. But the difference is, now that's in the forefront, you can call guys out on it. Now you get this perception in your head that just guys are no good. But that's a little ahead of myself. Let's back up a little now. Why you can't find a good man? Reason most, not all, most women can't find a good man is because the things that come with the good man. One reason, a good man thinks for himself. Most good men that I know in my life, like my father, my close friends that I consider good men, they think for themselves. They're go-getters, they're leaders. They don't follow anyone. And this is a great trait to have. But the problem is when someone's a leader and has a head on their shoulders that's focused and ambitious, is that they're going to conflict with a lot of views that may not be popular in the general masses. Why? Because they're a leader. That's what makes them stand out. They're not like everybody else. And that's a great trait to have, you would think, right? But let's cite Plato's allegory of the cave. Those who don't know what that is basically 4 guys in the cave. One gets let out to see the world, goes back to the cave to tell him, and they don't believe him because they think he's crazy, because what he has seen is not known to them. Same thing with a good guy with a head on his shoulders. He's going to see things differently, and he's going to tell the masses trying to help, but ironically, it's looked at as bad or not needed information. Well, that's one of the main reasons girls can't find good guys, because they conflict with a lot of the things most people believe in. Another reason people can't find a good guy is he comes to you and some way, in some form, his package might not be shaped the way you want it. What I mean by this is he may come in the frame of a 5'11" guy when you want a 6'2" guy. He may come in the frame of a darker skinned guy when you want a lighter skinned guy. He might have came in the frame of someone who has a PhD, but you wanted someone who was an engineer. Bottom line is, he doesn't come the way you think he should look. That automatically weeds out so many people. Think about this. There's 7 billion plus people in the earth. And now let's just limit it to the Western Hemisphere where we live in America. You're talking about only about 350 plus million. Now let's limit even more. Half of them are male. So you're only down to about 165 million people. Let's weed down even more. Half of them are kids. So they're not even on your list. Weed down even more. Most of them might be already taken. Now, when you think about it, you're only living to a few million people. And considering how many people are on the earth versus how many people you got to choose from, it's in your best interest not to make that field even smaller, smaller, smaller. Because guess what? If you have a field this small, but the pool's this big, and you don't stay in this part of the pool, you can't get wet by any else part of that pool, can you? No. So you got to keep your circle a little bit bigger. I'm not saying you got to let in everything that comes in, but you got to have these preferences set reasonably to the point that you can find someone that's good for you, because that perfect guy could have been right in your class, but you didn't look at him because he didn't meet some certain requirement that you may have had. Now, another issue I feel is good guys are perceived to be perfect guys. Rephrase. They think that guys who are good have no flaws, which is a lie. I feel that if you're a good person, you're going to have bad traits too. No one's perfect all the time. Look at Martin Luther King. He had his issues. Look at John Kennedy. All these men were good, great men, but they had flaws. That's where a lot of women mess up. They think that this guy's going to have perfect hair, perfect height, perfect teeth, educated, funny, nice to animals, wants kids, cooks, cleans, fixes the roof, drives a stick shift, whatever. Those are all great qualities, but for some reason, most of you think he has to have all of those. And that's not how it works. If he has most of those, you should be jumping for joy. But there's deal breakers. I hate that term because I feel like a deal breaker means this is like an item or something. No, this is a person. It shouldn't be a deal breaker, because if he has all those good qualities, why emphasize the bad ones? Be solution focused, not problem focused. It's easy to knock things when you only focus on the bad things. That's the easiest thing to do. If I sit here and I'm in a brand new Mercedes Benz, and the first thing I see is, oh, I don't like the color of the seats, I don't want it. No, it's a Mercedes Benz. You better keep that thing. But no, that's how a lot of us think. We find a negative thing and overlook the quality of all the other good things. Now, these is just my, like I said, these are my views. This is what I think why women have trouble finding good men. And if you agree, cool. If not, it's all cool too. So tell me what you think in the comments. I'm interested to see men and women's opinions on this video. This is Nick D, aka Mr. Mental Muscle. I'm out.